and welcome. My name is Carrie. I'm the Happy Witch, and this is Wednesday's Witchy Wisdom. So earlier this week, I put a thing on my stories and decided that I was just going to have this week be kind of like a more interactive, let you guys come on or submit any questions that you might have for me, things that you want to know about me or other things that you might want to know in general. So no paper this week. Bear with me. This is either going to be a total fuck up or it's going to go much more smoothly because I'll be a little more calm and relaxed. Also, I don't have a timer. So if I go over 10 minutes and the video cuts off, once I download it, it will be on my YouTube channel. So go there and check that out. So get that out of the way there. So one of the things that came to me when I asked about, whether or not anybody had any questions that they wanted to ask me, kind of just, the question I kind of asked myself, why the Happy Witch? Especially living in East Tennessee. Why do I want to put that label on myself? So the first thing that comes to mind is the first part of that, happy. That's what everybody is genuinely after, that happiness, regardless of what they feel like happiness means to them. Unfortunately, in today's society, a lot of people place their happiness on the 3D materialistic things in the world. I'll be happy when I achieve this. I'll be happy once I get this. And you acquire that thing or you reach that point in your life, and for a while you are happy, and then things kind of settle, and then you get bored, and then you want more because you're trying to get things from the outside. And what I am trying to teach people and still learn myself is how to acquire that happiness within. Just figuring out how to truly be happy with who you truly are from the inside, regardless of what's going on in your world, regardless of what sort of materialistic things you have, because the saying, you can't take it with you. You really can't. So why add witch to that? Well, because I believe in magic. And while I 100% fully believe that in another life and many other lifetimes, I was definitely sitting at a cauldron, casting spells, creating potions, and all sorts of fun things that I haven't yet acquired in this realm, but I'm working on it. To me, in this world now, magic is just, like intention plus action equals magic. Magic comes to me in the thoughts. That's where it starts. And I've said this before in some of my other videos, we create what we want, and what we create starts with our thoughts, which transfer to our words, which transfer to our actions. So, having that magic is using the elements that God put here, the laws of the universe that dictate everything, and just using those knowledges to create the world that we want, create our happy life. So that's that. Let me get a quick sip real quick. Hey, Bobby. So Bobby actually posted a question on my stories, and he wanted to know about something that I had mentioned, I think in my last post on my feed, shadow work. So what is shadow work? What does that mean? So I found a really, really good article, and I'll post the link in the comments, but it was really interesting, and it very insightful and helped me, I hope, to articulate this so that you can understand it better. And you can definitely check out this link, and it has a lot of really good different exercises that you can do to kind of work through this stuff. But so shadow work is working on your shadow. And so what is your shadow? Well, your shadow is all of those things that you don't see, that you don't want the world to see. So think about like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde was the shadow of Dr. Jekyll. All those things that society labels as bad or evil, or, you know, just those types of things. So when you're growing up, you know, when you're told, don't do this, that's bad. So instead of learning how to deal with it, you just suppress it. And all of those things that you don't want people to know, and instead of looking at and facing them and dealing with them and figuring out, well, why do I feel this way? Why does this come up? Why do I do that? You just suppress it and suppress it and suppress it until it starts to come out. And it starts to come out by projecting those things onto other people. You know, they say that everything that you don't like that you see in another person is the things that deeply inside of you don't like in yourself. None of us want to really admit that. You know, we don't want to admit that we might be rude or hateful or not as smart as we might think we are. You know, that's one thing that gets me. And I guess now talking about this, I guess I got to kind of do some work on this myself. But like, I have a very low tolerance for stupidity. And there's a difference between being ignorant, which is a very bad word, but it's because you don't know, because you've never been taught, and just plain ass fucking stupidity or laziness or just whatever. Anyway, off topic. Let me get back to where I was at. So that's what your shadow is. You know, and doing the shadow work is working through those parts of yourself that you've suppressed and figuring out, okay, why is this here? You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It's there for a reason. It might be there to protect you from something, you know, or to help you learn things. And that's why you want to sit down and work with those issues to figure out what's the underlying cause of this. It was cool because on the site, he mentioned different archetypes, and how for every one, the shadow was the opposite, but not just one opposite, that it was actually like a bipolar and split into two. Two of the ones that I remembered right offhand were, so the king archetype has the shadow of not only can be a tyrant, but also a weakling. And the warrior archetype, which I identify with, has a very interesting shadow of being either a sadist and or a masochist. So the website was Scott Jeffrey, JEFFREY.com/shadow-work. And like I said, I'll put those in my comments, or yeah, once I upload the video. Bobby, how did I see you're watching if you're still on. Do you have any other questions about that, or, you know, anything that I might be able to further answer? Okay, I'm not sure if you're still on or not. That's cool. Okay, well, gosh, I thought that I might go over 10 minutes. Okay, he says, okay, I see. That is really cool, Carrie. Yeah, Bobby, definitely check out that website. It was really neat. He really, really, obviously articulated it much better than I did, which is why I normally write things down and take notes, because my brain just can't remember everything. But yeah, so I can't think of any other questions that I would ask myself. And no one else is on live right now watching. So, Bobby, do you have anything else that you want to chit chat about? We've got a couple minutes here. I thought I was going to go over 10 minutes. Ha ha ha. Okay. Well, I guess one of the other things maybe that I can just throw out here, because some of you guys know me and some of you don't, but I am a Reiki master and a life coach, and I absolutely love what I do. I started out as a Reiki master and went into life coaching because I feel like, you know, I can heal people all day long. But if they don't learn the techniques and methods and things that they are fully capable of themselves to live the life that they want, to keep their energy clear, to keep, to have all those things and to keep that feeling that, the wonderfulness of when you get that Reiki healing, to hold on to that energy, it's not going to do any good. It'll do my pocketbook great, but it's not going to do the world any good if people don't learn that they have all this power inside of them as well. So that's why I chose to do the life coaching, not just the Reiki healing. I just want to empower everybody to embrace the magic that they have inside of them and just create whatever they want, because everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves whatever they want in life, for the good of the planet. That's it's for the benefit of all. And and there's an abundance of this for everyone, and people just don't understand that. Okay, Bobby says, how about manifesting with shadow work? Shadow work can clear things out too, make manifesting easier. Yeah, because once you do that work and you recognize those things in yourself, and it's part of you. It's there for a reason. So don't ignore it. It's like, they say what you resist persists. So if you ignore it and you don't deal with things, it doesn't go away. And there's a reason that everything is there. It's the balance. It's the light and the dark, the good and the evil. So it's there for a reason. It's part of you. It makes you that whole. So don't look at it as a negative thing. Figure out why it's there. It's there for a purpose. It's there to help you recognize something or deal with something. And when you combine all of that together and become whole, that's when you can create everything. So thanks. Yay, Bobby loved my Reiki healing. Thank you. I'm so glad. Let me know if you need some more. But let's work on figuring out how to heal yourself. That's the whole purpose. So I have no idea how much time we've been on, and I really don't want to go over so that I can download the whole video to my IGTV channel. So if anybody has any questions or comments, anything else that they might want to talk about next week, I haven't came up with a topic just yet. I want these things to be more interactive. So until I get 10,000 followers, I can't go over 10 minutes. So like, comment, share, follow, please. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.